What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Sean. In today's video, we're going to talk about what I want to see in the next iteration of AirPods Pro Max. All right, so we're just going to jump in. So we know that the iPhone lineup is the 15 Pro Max right here. We know that they brought USB-C to the device. We also know that USB-C is coming to the Tic Tac AirPods Pro. And so it's safe speculation to say that USB-C is going to be coming to these bad boys as well. And so it got me thinking, what would I like to see in a new iteration of the AirPods Pro Max? They're probably going to call them the AirPods Pro Max 2, which is a mouthful. Apple really needs to work on naming their products because it gets really confusing. I would love for you guys to drop in the comments below, what do you guys want to see in the new AirPods Pro Max 2? I'm just going to kind of run through these and talk about what I want to see and kind of why I want to see it. So these things are about 3 years old, just about. I got them in the middle of their life cycle, so it wasn't a launch day purchase. The number one thing about these was the price tag was too high, so it took me a while to actually get the courage to grab these, but almost 3 years, we're due for some changes. And so if obviously we're going to get USB-C, one of the other things that I want to see is new colors. All right, so I have the green one, these green beauties right here, and I believe they have a blue, a gray, a green, white maybe, or like a pinkish color. There's only about 4 or 5 different colors, but I would love to see maybe some colors that match the new iPhone 15 lineup, maybe some more pro level colors, maybe like a titanium finish color. Maybe they won't make it out of titanium, but they'll kind of mock this color per se, maybe the blue. I don't know. I'd like to see a refresh of colors. That would be one of the first things that I would want to see. Now, I don't know what goes into making these, but I also would maybe like to see a different colored strap at the top. So I know that in the AirPods, the little muffle things, you can get the different colors and you can replace these, but the color of the actual headset, this is on here. This won't change. If you buy green, it's going to be green, but I believe you can buy a replacement of different colors of these, and this is stuck on here for the most part that I know of. I've never pulled it apart, but I would like it if you were able to purchase the color of the headset. It comes with the color strap, but like the Apple Watch bands, you could get a different colored head strap. I think that would be cool. Second thing I'd like to see is I see a lot of people wearing these in the gym, and I know this model isn't like water or sweat proof resistant. I would like to see a new pair of the AirPods Pro Max 2 with a little bit of water resistance or sweat resistance. It's a great headphone with its noise cancellation. They look sleek and sick. I like the design, but you can't really wear them unless you're listening to music, watching movies, or like you're 100 feet away from the nearest puddle of water. Like, you just don't want to get these close to water. And so I would love to see like a workout sweat proof addition to these if possible. I don't know how they would do it. I'm not an architect or a designer, but I would love to see these have more value than just kind of premium watching or listening. So definitely some water resistance I'd like to see in these. Another thing, this one might be obvious, but I want to see these come down in price. Now, I don't know if that means the quality would be cheaper of the materials, maybe the headset would be smaller. I don't know, but for almost 600 bucks plus Apple Care, these are an expensive headset that really, again, don't have much premium value to them in terms of you can't do much with them other than listening to music, watching videos. You know, I guess you're paying for the noise cancellation and the fact that they're Apple branded product, but for almost 600 plus bucks, I think that's a little too expensive. So if we can knock off 50 or 100, I think that would be great. So definitely we got to bring that price a little bit down, Apple. If we can do that, I'd like to see that on the next set for your boy. All right, I've already given enough organs for these products, so please lower the price. Another one, this one I think is one of the biggest things I would want to see on these is the ability for these to fold. Now, they don't fold, and I don't think there's any secret that I've missed in my time having them, so I'm not gonna try to do anything crazy here, but these don't fold, okay? And they come in this, you know, Prada looking carry bag here, which this is, I'll group these together. The ability for them to fold in a different carrying case. Now, I haven't had a problem with this carrying case, but it doesn't really protect them at all. And the technology that's built into this carrying case, this is kind of what turns the headset off, like a smart power on and off ability. There isn't a physical way to turn these off. And so I'm just gonna loop that together. All right, I wanna see a different carrying case, and I'd love if these folded to be able to fit into a carrying case similar to the Beats lineup that Apple has. They fold and you can just travel with them a lot better. Whenever I take these places, these are really like a standalone product. I either put them in my backpack or I'm carrying them around like this, and it's like, you know, I got a little handbag. Give us a power button so we can just physically turn these off. I don't know how many times I've come back to not wearing them and they're like low or dead charge. Now, they give you a little bit more charge than the Tic Tacs, all right, on one charge, which is cool, but I want the ability to turn them off. For the price, there should have just been a power button. Okay, so come on, different design, give us a power button. Maybe just a little bit bigger battery. I think these original versions tout 20 hours on one charge, which is still pretty good, but when you're comparing them to, you know, other headphones that are getting, you know, upwards of 30 plus hours on battery life, 20, and then I think 6 or 8 for the Tic Tacs, there just isn't a lot of battery life out of these. Now, granted, you know, the special magic about these is you can pop these on the charger for 5-10 minutes and get, you know, 30 plus minutes of power back to your little earbuds here. So that's kind of the magic of the AirPods Pro. That's a cool feature. But if you're going on a trip, if you don't think you're going to be near a charge long enough, 20 hours might not be enough. I don't know. I've never used these past 20 hours to the fact that I've needed to charge them out, but just the safety of being able to put them in a backpack, maybe not come back for 4 or 5 days, and they're not dead yet. You can put them on and get, you know, 5 hours of use from them. So bigger battery, if that's possible. I don't know where you would slam that in there, but if you could shove a little bit bigger battery in there, maybe. Lastly here, I'm not a super professional, but I've heard people mention that one of the things they would like to see and a downside of these headphones is adding a jack on the bottom. So we've got our lightning here. I don't know if we'll be able to see that on the camera. It might not zoom in here, but we've got our lightning here, but then there's no other like holes on the bottom. And so I think for the price that you pay for these, to have these be more on par to studio level headphones, confidence monitor, working on videos, working on projects, to give you that accurate sound. I know Apple's got all those different, you know, lossless and, you know, different play forms that they've got on Apple Music. I don't think these are able to get any of those special formats on here. And so I think adding the cord where these could plug in like a dedicated set of professional headphones, I think that would be cool. Actually, the top use that I use these for is when I'm editing videos or watching videos on YouTube or watching playback of my footage. I do use these even though they're Bluetooth, but I think adding the ability to have a jack, a dedicated headphone jack, or a 2-in-1 cord where it acts as a headphone jack, but you can maybe be charging them at the same time. So plug it into your Mac. Now that iPhone is USB-C, maybe you plug it into here and it can get a little bit of charge. The possibility of maybe using them as a gaming headset. There's just a lot of possibility when you add another jack or a different port at the bottom. I'd love to go from editing a video with these to being able to plug these into a controller on Xbox or PlayStation and then use them to game. And with the addition of, you know, maybe a more robust battery, you can get a good gaming session out of these and a good editing session. Put them in your backpack, head to the airport, and then wear them through your 4 or 5 hour flight watching a movie. So that's my list in a nutshell. I think that would make a perfect headphone. Now, some of the audiophile junkies, you know, if you're watching this video, go ahead and drop in the comments. Maybe I missed some specifics that would actually make them like better sounding headphones. I didn't talk too much about the sound. I think the noise cancellation is great. I like the way they fit. For what I do with them, listening to music, movies, editing, it sounds good to me. But if I miss something in terms of professional sound, go ahead and drop it in the comments below. I'd like to see what you guys think about that. But those features or additions, I think, would make these more premium for the price that they are. Don't get me wrong, they're great. I'm still recovering from buying these. I like these, but I think we can do more, especially since it's been so long since they've had an upgrade. So let me know in the comments below what you think would make the AirPods Pro Max 2 the perfect headphone. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'll be interested to see if I get anything off of my wish list to come true. But if we know Apple's MO, doing all of this in one iteration is probably not going to happen. That's how they get you to keep coming back. They have the ability to make the perfect headphone. They have the ability to make the perfect smartphone, but they want you to come back and buy next year's model. So we're not going to get all these features. We're not going to get everything off the wish list, but if you can compromise and give us a little bit of these, I think we'll have a pretty sweet pair of headphones coming our way real soon. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up for your boy. If you found it enjoyable and you want to see more of this content, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell. It definitely helps out the channel. But until next time, be blessed. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.
Yeah.